here from Fun Hands-On Learning, and I am a former elementary school teacher. I have a bachelor's degree in elementary ed and a master's degree in education as well, and now I am a homeschool mom to 7 children. We're happy to have you here today. All right, so in today's activity, I'm going to show you one of the language arts grammar activities from my bundle of learning activities. These are hands-on, and the bundle is called The Best Starts for Language Arts. It's a hands-on, I wouldn't call it a curriculum because it doesn't have the lesson plans, but it is a great add-on to any direct instruction that you have in grammar, because it gives the kids some repetition and some practice in applying the skills that you're teaching them through hands-on ways. All right, so today's activity I want to share with you is sentences and punctuation road signs. This is the direction card that comes with the activity, and I keep the activities in plastic bags like this, and then I print the direction cards on label paper, and I stick them straight onto the bag so that they stay on there and they don't come off, and I always have the directions with me. Okay, so for this activity, you just need to laminate the pieces, cut them out, and then you need 3 toy cars for this activity. You could use more than that, but 3 is all that's really required, and that's what I have here. And what you want to do is you want to put a question mark on one car, a period on one car, and an exclamation point on one car, and they're all in little stop signs because they go at the end of the sentence. This activity uses driving as the theme, as you can tell here. And then you also have some signs, some road signs here that I'm going to show you how you use that as well. All right, so here's what the students are going to do. They're going to take one of the cards. These are the different sentence cards. And I'm going to take one of the cards here. And we're going to go ahead and read the sentence that's on the card. So this says, turn off the light. And we are going to decide what end mark, which one of these end marks on these cards goes at the end of the sentence. Well, this is a sentence giving a command, and so commands end with a period. So once I know that, I'm going to grab that car, and we're going to go ahead and drive it on this road to the end of my sentence. Okay, isn't that kind of cute? I think the kids are going to like this. And then the next step is to go through my road signs and find my road sign that tells me which sentence this is. There are 4 different sentences. Is it a sentence that exclaims, a sentence that commands, a sentence that asks, or a sentence that tells? Well, this is a command, turn off the light. So we've got our command there, we can add that, and then I am finished with this card. Now I can go on to the next one. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my car off. Now, if you wanted to have enough cards for every single card so they don't have to reuse the cars, I did provide enough of the stop signs, so you could add all of these to different cars, but really you only need 3 because they can reuse them. And that's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to take that card off. I'm going to keep the command sign with this card, put that one off to the side because I'm done with that one, and we're going to go on. All right, my next card says, I just won $1,000. Boy, would that be nice. And since I know this sentence shows a lot of emotion, it's an exclamatory sentence. It exclaims. And so I'm going to grab my car with the exclamation point, and I'm going to drive it to the end of my sentence. And then I'm going to find my road sign that says exclaim and add that to my sentence, or to my card. All right, so what students will do is they'll just continue on like this over and over again, matching up the proper ones, driving their cars to the end of each sentence, and deciding which one it is. Now I've provided 4 sentences for each different type. So there's 4 asking sentences, there's 4 telling sentences, there's 4 exclamatory sentences, there's 4, and of course I'm using words that are easier for early learners. So an asking sentence would obviously be an interrogative sentence. And a sentence that exclaims is an exclamatory sentence. A sentence that tells is a statement. And then a sentence that commands is an imperative sentence. So right now, this activity is designed for those early learners. We're talking like students who can read pretty well at the end of first grade, or second graders is really where it's more geared towards. So I use the simpler definitions, just so that they can understand and remember what it means, an asking sentence, instead of having to use the word interrogative. So we use those type of words as they get older. So talking about once they get to third grade, fourth grade, we want them to be using those terms, interrogative, imperative, and so on. But for now, it's okay to use asking, telling, exclaim. At least they are understanding what type of sentence it is. So that's just to give you an example of why I did that. And I really think that this activity gives kids practice in that repetition. We're going to practice over and over again, finding an asking sentence, over and over again, finding a statement or a command. Over and over again, finding an exclamatory sentence, a sentence that shows a lot of emotion. And doing this with their hands gives them that practice. Remember, we want to build their muscle memory. I know I say this a lot in my videos, but that's really what we want to do. We want to build their muscle memory so they remember what they're learning. It's so important, especially for our little kiddos that struggle in remembering things, or who may have special needs and so on. The repetition is important. It's important for all kids. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Be on the lookout for my next video when I show you another fun hands-on activity working with grammar, and we'll see you next time. Bye.